Boom shakalaka, the last time Bitcoin did this, price went from $15,000 to $108,000. And on average, when these signals align, Bitcoin goes up 12x. You don't want to miss this. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, the last time Bitcoin did this, the market bottomed at $15,000. Went up to $108,000. And then you have charts like this, that when these signals align, Bitcoin on average does 12x. We're going to get into all of that. Before we do, like the video, join us on Twitter at Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making videos daily-ish, kind of, recently. Now, today, fear and greed at 45, sideways from yesterday, but definitely up from the extreme fear that was seen in the market over the past month. The overall market up 1.5% today. Bitcoin at 84,569, Ethereum at 1618, and XRP at 217. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this downtrend, but you will notice right at this blue line, the 21 EMA, Bitcoin is also encountering the top of this downtrend. And I mentioned Bitcoin did something recently, that the last time it did that, well, price bottomed at $15,000. And you know what that is? That's my gut feeling. Because all of these charts are insanely bullish for Bitcoin right now, and yet the market sentiment is still doo-doo. Everybody thinks it's going to go down lower, and it may go down lower. But, I mean, there's this nice support line right here. If we zoom out even more, there's a lot of volume support right there. We did have that price target when months ago we were at the top. Came pretty darn close to it. That was 69,000. Made it all the way to 74,000. Could still go down there. But there's just this crazy dissonance between every Bitcoin chart that I'm seeing and also the market sentiment. So when this stuff happens, at least to me, that makes me think we're kind of near the bottom. But then if you hang around till the end of the video, I would give it to you now, but YouTube algorithm really likes me to save it to the end. I think they're all about edging, something like that. Well, this chart right here, on average, when these signals line up, Bitcoin does 12x. But you have to wait for that. We're going to start here. So right now, some people say the bull market's already over. We're in a bear market. The economy, blah, 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 blah. The economy. Well, if we take a look, Bitcoin right now is sitting right at the median fair value, which means that we have not even seen a bubble yet, this peak, which means that there's a lot more to come. TechDev says, I pay attention to this, the liquidity lead, which Bitcoin matches pretty much par for the course, taking off and Bitcoin price still lagging behind. Probably something big going to happen. You know who believes that? Well, the whales. If we take a look at the accumulation score by cohort, everybody else is selling or not accumulating except for the whales. Do they realize something? I mean, the whales get it right every single time, and yet for some reason, all of us fishes and chickens and sky is falling, we all keep selling while the whales are buying. We should really just be doing what the whales are doing because that's how they became whales. We also have crazy insane counter trade signals. There are like 3 people who are always wrong about Bitcoin. Jim Cramer is one of them. Tom Lee from Fundstrat is the second one. And the third one, maybe you'll find out somewhat soon. But he says there's no way Bitcoin is going to $1 million, which almost guarantees that Bitcoin is going to $1 million. He's been wrong every other single time. And we have crazy charts like this where Tony the Bear, that's right, the bear. Well, he's printing a bullish chart. How about this? Bitcoin finally perfected a potential bullish signal, the perfected TD9 buy setup on the weekly. We have crazy charts for Bitcoin. Only one other setup for Bitcoin like this. When we take a look at the liquidity conditions, pretty much almost identical setup with higher lows right here with this range top. All of that set up almost identical to 2017, before historic bull run where Bitcoin went from like $100 to $20,000. We also see, when we compare the liquidity cycle, very close to the bottom, not towards this blue area in the top. And could it really be that simple? I mean, this white right here is the Bitcoin price chart. A nice little cup and handle and retest, and could that be it before it takes off? Well, aside from all the evidence I already showed you, this chart says absolutely hell effing yes. And here's why. If we take a look, we have Bitcoin volatility down here on the bottom. You can see volatility gets compressed, but when we were down in this green area, these are these transparent blue circles. And then we also have the Bitcoin hash ribbons that every once in a while give us a buy signal that not every time, but many times is pretty accurate for predicting a time to buy Bitcoin. Now, here's the interesting thing. There's been a number of times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, where these have aligned. And guess what? Every single time, without missing, every single time the price went up. Not only did the price go up, but on average, the price went up 12 times. That's a freaking lot. And if we exclude the two biggest times when price went up in 2013 and 2016, which coincidentally, this is matching almost perfectly this chart we were looking at right here, same time period, matching almost identically. But if we remove that because that's numbers are too high, well, still, price would triple on average from all the rest of them. So all of these signs, all of these charts looking insane for Bitcoin, and yet everybody still thinking that the bull market's over, it's bear market, the economy, blah, 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 blah. Well, I know which way I'm betting. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoy it, like the video. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom, shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.